First, we will talk about the four main components of the Zanda dashboard. They are the main calendar screen itself, the main menu sidebar, the top toolbar, and the calendar toolbar. Let's get it. Let us start with the sidebar on the left side. This is where the main navigation menu of Zanda is. And I will start with showing you how you can expand and collapse it. All you need to do is just to click on these three lines, the sandwich button, to minimize it. Click it back and you will unfold it. It's helpful if you are working on a smaller screen on your phone, on your tablet, or on a smaller screen laptop, just to save you some space on the screen. That's it. And now let's go from top to bottom and I will explain you what each button means. So wherever you are on your Zanda page and you need to go back on your main calendar view, just click the calendar button and your calendar will load back. The next button, the people menu, click to unfold it, and this is where you can click and add a new profile for different types of profiles on your Zanda account, such as clients, shared profiles, contacts, referrers, and third parties. Quickly add their basic details, click next, and then you will create a profile where you will be able to add more information about them. I will show you the clients, extended clients menu here. So people, clients, and this is where you can quickly search for a specific client by their name, or use advanced search to look for more information about your clients, or click the show all and the system will provide you a list of all your active clients. The same search will work for your shared profiles, your contacts, referrers, and third parties. So that's how you can utilize your people menu. And also from the same menu, you will be able to open your waitlist to search again for clients who are added to the waitlist, or to add more clients to it. So that's a very brief description of the people menu. And in the following modules, I will talk you through those features in more details. Now let's go further through our sales menu. This is where you can add a new sale. Basically, you will be able to create a new invoice that is not linked with an appointment. You will be able to add a new payment, and you will be able to generate a list of all the invoices that have already been created by running this search. Add a new invoice again. The same, generate a list of payments that have already been entered into your Zanda account, create a new payment. Again, for people who are managing your accounts and invoices, this will be their probably one-stop shop. The sales menu. Next, the dashboard. This is a feature that allows you to have a quick glance of how your practice is performing. Currently, we have a snapshot of your appointments, of your income and sales, and your new clients. But this is a feature that we have introduced quite recently, and we will be adding more reports to it. The next menu here is the reports, and we have currently, I think, 26 reports available. This is your practice activity, lots of client reports, lots of financial reports, helping you stay on top of your financial situation at the moment, and lots of system reports as well. We will be covering those in other courses, of course. The next menu is your tools menu. This is where you will be able to add your communication templates, send bulk messages to your clients, integrate with MailChimp for extended communication features. Just a quick note from me that when you started a trial account with us, you were already provided with a lot of ready-made communication templates to go. You can already start using them, or you can also add your own SMS, letter, and email templates. Don't forget about this feature. It's super great and it helps you save a lot of time. The next tools that are available here. If you are located in Australia, please use our Medicare integration. If you are located in other regions, please disregard this tool. Okay, the practice manual. Excellent tool. More than 100 ready to go procedures that help you keep all the information about running your practice in one place. You only need to just tweak them a little bit to fit your practice operations, and you will be able to onboard your new team members. You will be able to store all your confidentiality and privacy information, health and safety, documentation, and everything else. Again, all in one spot. The next feature, amazing, all the settings, navigation links we have stored for you here on this settings springboard. Again, just click settings and you will be very easily find a place you need to go to adjust or to add something in your system. So we have configured them in 8 categories here. So everything you need to set up for your practice, for your team, such as set your practitioners, set your users, set your practitioners' availability, schedule, such as client portal, calendar display, preferences for your team, and so on. All your communication settings in one place, everything you want to set for your clients, your session notes, everything for your billing, everything for your payments, and so on. So don't forget, something you need to set up for your practice, it's all here in the settings springboard. Then the help menu. If you need to get in touch with our team, just click get and our chatbot will open on the side. This is where you can ask questions or get in touch with our team. You have a quick link to the knowledge base where you can look up for more information, have a look at the screenshots of how everything works. And if you have, if you think something is not working as expected, you can always check our system status if any system issue is published there. So that's basically it, what you can find here on the menu. And just a reminder, if you want to go back to the calendar, just click on this calendar link at the top and you will get back to the calendar view. Now let us have a look at the top toolbar, this purple strip at the top. Whenever we click at the Zanda logo at the top, it refreshes the page and takes us back to the calendar, the main calendar screen. So just another quick way for you to go back to the main calendar screen. And now let's move to the right a little bit. The quick search bar, a very, very helpful tool. If you need to find something, a record that's already been entered to your Zanda account, please use the quick search. So click on it, and first you want to select what kind of information you're looking for, whether it's a client entry, appointments, invoices, referrals, or third parties. So select that information. And for example, if it's invoices, select them and then enter that bit of information that you have, whether it's a date the invoice was created, client name, their email address, their date of birth, their phone number, invoice number, anything else. So for example, if it's a client name that starts with an A, there you go. You'll find a client name and some bits of information about that invoice, and you will already see it there. So it's a very, very versatile tool. If it's a client, you will see the list of recently viewed clients, or again, you will start typing some bits of name of this client and you will see this information here already. So quick search, the name speaks for itself. It's a quick search for anything you need to find in your account. It's here. Then the next button, if we click it, that's our practice dashboard that I have already briefly introduced you in the previous part. That's how you can quickly navigate to the dashboard. If you are looking at your account and you don't see this button, or if you haven't seen some parts of the main menu that I already showed you before, this means that your user role may not have permissions to see that part. That's why. So maybe your job description just doesn't require you to have access to this part of your Zanda account, and that's it, and that's fine. And if you need to have access to this part of your Zanda account and you don't have it, then please talk to your practice manager, and they may need to give access to your user profile to have for you to be able to see that. So that's just a remark for you. All right, so that was the dashboard. The next button, let's click on it. It is a notepad. So this is just a little notepad where you or other users of your account can leave a note for everyone to see or for practitioners. So you can select a practitioner and leave a note for them to see, and then you can click save and they will see that note. Then the next quick button is the waitlist. So again, you can access it through the people menu or through this quick button at the top. And then again, you can search for a waitlist client or make an entry into the waitlist. The next one is the tasks bar. So here, if you see this yellow icon with a number, it means that this is a number of active tasks that have been generated, but they haven't been marked as hidden, means that they haven't been probably actioned upon. So somebody needs to work on this task and mark it as hidden. Then it means that the task has been done. The next one, let me go back to calendar to make it look a bit nicer. So step away from the tasks and we will click on this speech bubble. This opens the messaging panel here on the side. And this is a list of the messages that have been sent and received. So this is the SMS or text messaging two-way chat that Zanda has available. And here you can see the messages that have been sent, that have been received, and you can also send a message to the client. So you can search again for the client, you can select them, and you can either free type a message and send it to them through this panel, or you can use a pre-made template and send it to them. It has a counter of how many SMS credits will be used for this message, so you can quickly see an estimate. And again, you can make changes or you can send it as is from here. So that's a very helpful tool as well. There you go. That's a messaging tool. And another button here. So here at the top, this is the business name of your Zanda account. That's how you or your practice manager have set it up. And if you click it, this is the user profile. So every person with access to your Zanda account, it may be just you, or if you are part of a larger practice, there may be more than one person with access, more than one user with access. So everyone who logs in to Zanda account with their own email address and password, when they click on the business name here at the top, they will see their own user profile here. And what it does, the change account, this is a bit of a top level setting. So just in brief, some larger practices may use more than one Zanda accounts. So we help them to set up this top level access so that a person with one login can have access to, can switch between multiple accounts. So if this is something that you are interested in, please let us know through the help, through the support. But let's just skip that. Then, if we click user profile, your personal user profile settings will open up. So for the demonstration purposes, I am logged in as Samuel, and this is the same Samuel's email for login purposes. So I can update it here, right? I can reset password for myself because I am this user who is logged in. I can set up my email and letter signature here. So update image here is my electronic signature image that I uploaded. If I work in a different time zone than the Zanda account, I can change it here and I can select what time zone I work in. This will help me to see the difference in time zones between the whole account and my own time zone. And also I can set up a two-factor authentication here if I want to add this additional layer of security. For example, if I'm a mobile practitioner, if I want access on my phone, and just to have this additional protection. So there you go. This is all done through the user profile. Also, if you are a practitioner, your practice have this ability to enable you to have access as to your practitioner profile. Again, this is not a feature for everybody, but this can be enabled for you, and through here you may have access to your practitioner profile. This is helpful because this will allow you to set up your own insurer provider details. It will help you, for example, to link your Zanda calendar to your Google Calendar, to your Outlook calendar, so that you also can see your appointments, your Zanda appointments on your Google Calendar or your Outlook calendar, for example. And it will also allow you to link your Zanda account with your Stripe account to take payments. I know there's a lot of information, but I want to make sure you've heard that. And along the way, if this is something you want to have available, at least you'll maybe, something will ring a bell. All right. And also, this is where I recommend you to log out at the end of the day. A proper logout at the end of the day will ensure that when you log in the next day, and if we made some system upgrades while you were away, they will properly upload, and you will have a refreshed system the next day, and everything will work as expected. All right, so let me click on the calendar because I want everything to be refreshed. I want everything to look nice. And there you go. I have talked you through the top panel, and now you know what all these buttons do. And now let us have a look at the calendar toolbar. This is where all the calendar controls will be located. The first one is the practitioner's filter. If you have more than one practitioner in your account, of course, you will need to use it. You can set it to view all practitioners at once, or one practitioner at a time, or you can set up your practitioners in groups and set it to view practitioners that belong to one group. Let's set it back to all practitioners for now. The next will be the locations filter. If your practice operates from more than one location, you can set those up. The filters can be set to all locations or by each location. So, for example, you can set your appointments to be viewed by one location, for example, all the phone consultations, all telehealth locations, appointments, all in-person appointments, or for example on all. So let's set back to all locations and all practitioners. So this gives you an overview of all active appointments, for example, at the moment. The next control is where you can skip 1 week ahead, for example, or 1 week back. The next control allows you to view your calendar in a daily view, for example, let's go to Friday, in a Monday to Friday view, in a weekly view where all 7 days are displayed. And then we have a monthly view, but that setting only allows you to open the calendar for one practitioner. So, for example, let's set up our view for one practitioner only, and then set it up for the monthly view for December, right? So there you go. We now opened the monthly view for one practitioner, and it allows you to view the availability for this practitioner in a very convenient monthly view. It's very helpful if, for example, you want to see what days are less busy and you can add more appointments to that day. The other controls are the quick refresh. If you are working in a larger practice and multiple users might be making changes to the calendar, it helps to give it a refresh once in a while just to see if somebody else made changes to your appointments. Not just your appointments, just to the calendar. just to see something that may have changed. The next one is the private mode. When I clicked on this button, you can see that instead of the names of clients on the appointments, you can see the inscription private mode. This is helpful when there is a chance that somebody may see your calendar screen. Instead of the client names, no names are showing. Let's switch it back. The three dots opens this drop down. So the first one is hide unattended appointments. If I click on it, you can see that some appointments have disappeared. It means that, let me bring them back. So the side bars of these appointments have a different color. This means that these appointments have different statuses. So this one is rescheduled, and these ones, I think they have, let me click on it. Yes, so they have a status of a no-show, for example. So this means that for my records, I left those appointments on the calendar, but actually they haven't been attended by the clients, which means that actually these slots on my calendar are free for being booked, and they actually are available for online bookings, for example, and they are free. But I want them to be on my calendar for the records. I want them to be on client profiles for the records. But I can hide them and they are not cluttering my view. The next button is the print button. If I want to have a paper list of appointments, I can use that, and I can print a list of appointments. It will include the date of appointment, client, and some additional client information, and I can print it out. The next one is the legend. This is where all the colors and icons that I see on the appointment are explained. If I forget what this color or icon means, I can quickly have this refreshing. The time finder, another helpful tool. Instead of clicking through all these buttons, looking weeks ahead, different practitioners, different locations, and so on, I can just use the time finder. For example, if I'm looking for a 15-minute appointment with Samuel face-to-face in room number 2, let's say I want in February, my client, I'm on the phone with them, they want a Wednesday appointment at 9:50. Boom, I opened the panel, and now I'm looking for the client. There she is, and they will come for a standard consultation, and done. You see, I have already booked an appointment. Very easy with the time finder. That's an excellent tool. Don't forget it. And the last control on the calendar, this is the calendar filters. Amazing tool as well. It helps you to filter through all those appointments that cover your calendar. For example, let's say we have lots of appointments to work through, but you need to concentrate only on some specific appointments. And we have here the filters for notes. So the appointments that have either no notes or draft notes or completed notes. Then invoices filters, appointments with no invoices, unpaid invoices, or paid invoices. And also I can filter appointments by flags. Flags are a custom category, so you will be creating them for your account yourselves. I have heaps of those here. For the demonstration purposes, I will show you one filter. For example, I want to only see on my calendar all appointments with unpaid invoices, because today is my admin day where I want to work on unpaid appointments, and I want to, for example, send invoices to the clients for them to be paid. So I will select this filter and click apply. So what happened? I can now see these highlighted appointments that are unpaid, and paid appointments are blurred. So it means that I only need to concentrate on these appointments. This is a very, very great tool that helps you organize your day and concentrate only on that tasks that you have set for the day. I hope you found it useful, and I will see you in other modules.